In this tutorial, we are going to use Python's split command to break text into separate parts, and we're going to use these parts as the verbs and subjects that the player is trying to use to control the game. We'll also do this within a while loop so that we can only accept valid commands from the player and ignore anything that doesn't make sense. We're going to start by having a look at the idea of split. So split is a command that can take a string and turn it into separate parts, an array of parts. So we're going to have a look at our code. So this is PyRPG 4D, the game loop splitting text. And we're going to have just a look here on line 2. If I was to say print, and then I'm going to put in some text. So this is some words. And if I run that, you can see we start off with this is some words. But if instead of the string, if I say dot split, and I tell it to split it at every space, then what we'll get now, if I run again, is the sentence, this is some words, has been split into the separate words that have got spaces between them. And this could be quite useful, for example, if we wanted to take a date. So if I take the date, and we can see that I'm doing this on the 14th of the 5th, 2026. So if I say 14/05/2026, and if I split that at the slashes, then you can see that it's split up into the day part, the month part, and the year part. And we could obviously use this to print out a kind of fancy version of the date. So if instead of printing it, I say date equals the date.split, and then I can print it is day, and then I'm going to say date 0. So the 0 is the first item, so that'll be the 14 part, comma, in the month, comma, and then I'm going to say date 1. So we start counting at 0, you might remember that from the for loops. So the 0th item is that one there, and the 1th item is that one there. And you'll see that if I stop and run this now, it is day 14 in the month 05. So we've done something useful there with split to be able to chop things up. However, what we really want to do is have a look at getting commands from the user. So I'm just going to comment out both of those lines, and then we're going to run again. Okay, what will you do? So you can see I've got verbs like go, take, eat, throw, and attack, and I've got objects or directions. So I could say something like go north, and it says you try to go the north, which doesn't fully make sense. So what will I try to do now? I'm going to try to eat goblin. You try to eat the goblin. So I'm taking the first word as a verb, something I'm trying to do, and I'm taking the second word as an object or perhaps a direction that I'm trying to use. And you can see from the instructions here, we've got things like go north and take lamp and eat apple. The code is going to work until we quit. So let's try that. If I say quit, what will you do now? Quit. You'll see that actually I got an error. And that's because this code is trying to split whatever you type in into two parts. Part 0 and part 1 are the verb and the object. And if I don't give it two parts, it runs out of things to use. So really what I have to do is I can say something like take lamp, and that's fine. To get out of it, I have to say quit game. And it says you have now left the game. So we got out of the while loop. We eventually used the verb quit. So this says while the verb is not equal to quit, keep asking what you want to do and do something about it. When we finish that by using quit, then it prints you have now left the game. Okay, so what are we going to do with this? Well, you can see that at the moment we could use ridiculous things like kill L for break wind. Break wind, you try to break the wind. And we don't want the user to be able to put any old nonsense in. So what we're going to do is we are going to try to improve and only accept the verbs and the objects or directions which we have set up. And we do that by using a while loop. So what we're going to say is the parts is command split. That gives us part 0 and 1. And while the verb is not in the verbs, or the object is not in the combination of the objects and directions, so I'm adding those two together. So we'll get all of these objects and all of these directions are acceptable subjects. So verb plus, well, objects, I guess. If it's not those things, we ask you to type in again. Okay, so let's go and do that. So we've got our command, we've split it into parts, and then we've assigned those to the verbs and the object. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, and maybe just make a bit of space for this. Okay, so while verb not in verbs, so while the first bit that was typed in isn't in this list, or object not in, and then, well, it's not one of these things, so objects, but I'm also adding in the directions in case I say go north, go south, go apple. Directions. And remember that when we do a while loop, we need to put a colon at the end, and then we indent our extra code that we are going to use. So if they're giving us something that's not a sensible combination, we're going to ask them to type it in again. So we're going to say command equals input, and then you can see that what we're looking for is to ask them instructions as a verb and object. So we're giving them a bit of a hint what we want to have. So instructions question mark, and then verb plus object. And when we do that, that'll give us something the user's typed in, but we have to split that into our different parts again. So we have to say that pretty much this again. Parts is going to be command.split, and then verb and object is going to be parts 0, comma, parts 1. So notice here, verb, comma, object, I'm assigning two things with my equal sign, and the things I'm assigning are the first and second thing that got typed in. So I'm going to type these here again. Parts equals command dot split, and I'm splitting them at every space. And then verb, I could do it like this. Verb equals parts 0. And then separate to that, object equals parts 1. So here, I assign both things at the same time. Here, I've assigned them one after the other. So if I run this code now, what will you do? And if I say kill elf, and it's then saying it's not happy with me killing the elf. I want instructions in the form of a verb plus an object. So I could say, go north. You try to go the north. Okay, that's fine. What will I do now? Eat apple. I try to eat the apple. Okay, I'm going to try something that's not in my list. So I'm going to say, shout, curse. And it's not happy with that, so it wants me to give it something in a separate type of arrangement. And I'm going to say quit game. And then it's not happy with quit game. Okay, and that's because game is not one of our objects. So I now have to add game as something that's going to be allowable. So I'm going to put in something, I'll maybe put in game as a direction. So let's try it now. What can we do? Take gold. Yep, it's happy with that. What about eat chicken? Nope, doesn't know anything about chickens. And quit game. And it's still not happy with quit game. And you can see that's because if we look at our verbs, we don't actually have quit as an option. So again, I'm going to have to add that onto the end. So quit now becomes a verb that I can do. Let me run that one more time. So I'm going to attack the apple. Yep, it's happy with that because I've got a verb called attack and I've got an object called apple. I can also attack north, the direction. I try to attack the north, so that's probably me waging war on them, so that's okay. What will I do now? Quit game, and you see we have now left the game. Okay, so we have improved our code so that only acceptable things can be done here. And you see if we go back to our instructions now, we have fulfilled this part here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try and give a bit more flavour to the things that we're doing. If we are saying go, then we're going to talk about what happens in the game in terms of changing the direction. If we say attack, well, if you've attacked a thing, you are going to viciously lunge at it. But if you attack a direction, if the object's in directions, you declare war on. So attack the north is going to declare war on an entire region, whereas this is going to attack a particular thing. So we can do this after we have said that we've tried to do things. So I'm just going to come here, and then this is decision code that we used in Unit 2. So if verb, remember double equals to match, if verb equals go, and then a colon, and then we're going to say if object in directions then print you head, comma, object, comma, and come to another cavern. Okay, so if you're going in a direction, you're going to wander along and find a different cave. If you are not going in a direction, when you try to use go, it probably doesn't make sense. Go lamp is not really very sensible. So I'm going to say else, and I'm going to then print you cannot go, comma, object. So you see, we can add in extra code for these things, and you have other examples on the slides, and you could add your own to flesh this out.